Hi everyone. Today it's about the first partial solar eclipse for the year 2022 on 30th of April, Saturday in Bharani Nakshatra. A lot happened in the month of April with respect to the transit of major planets, and this Aries partial solar eclipse can be the defining juncture to activate their impact. Eclipse is a global event, impacts everyone, the entire humanity in some way, even if it is not visible in your area. There are significant lessons to be learned that transforms us each time it happens for our own growth at the spiritual level. It's new moon in Aries this time, the first sign of the natural zodiac of initiation, and also there are other transits which can make this eclipse and the month of May significant one to break the status quo. First, on the same day, 30th of April, we have Saturn entering into Aquarius, its own Mool Trikon sign. Secondly, Pluto, the dispositor of Saturn, is getting retrograde. Thirdly, on the same day, we have tight conjunction of the two major benefics, Jupiter and Venus. Even Neptune is placed there in Pisces. All these three are on the same day, 30th of April. Then Rahu and Pluto both are in the nakshatra of Sun, which is going to get eclipsed. And lastly, Moon, Sun, and Uranus are in the nakshatra of Bharani, where this eclipse is happening. And the nakshatra lord of Bharani, Venus, is exalted but 12th to this eclipse in Pisces. And Uranus is known for bringing revolutionary changes and complete unexpected changes in the circumstances. Talking about eclipse, the literal meaning of eclipse is the complete or partial hiding of sun caused by moon's transit between the sun and the earth. With partial solar eclipse, sun, moon, and earth are not perfectly aligned. The moon partially covers the sun, where the sunlight does not touch some part of the earth and will create shadow on it. An eclipse is one type of transit only, which happens every 6 months, and this particular partial solar eclipse repeats every 18 years. In astronomy, the recurrence of eclipses every 18 years is governed by the Saros cycle. To be precise, it is 18 years, 11 days, and 8 hours repetition. And there are 71 eclipses in this series. And this one, the current one, is the 66th eclipse in that series. The previous partial solar eclipse in this series were in the month of March 1968 in Pisces, Uttara Bhadrapad Nakshatra. Then in April 1986 in Pisces, Revati Nakshatra. Then again in April 2004 in Aries, Ashwini Nakshatra. And this current one in Aries, again in Bharani Nakshatra. And the next one will be after 18 years in May 2040, again in Aries, Bharani Nakshatra at 26 degrees. If you notice, there is a progression of 10 degrees with each eclipse. If you can recollect your previous time, then there must have been some important events and the follow-up of the same event with each partial solar eclipse and with its progression. Observe specially the time between April 1986 to April 2004, where this series of eclipse was crossing Gandanta point of Pisces and Aries. The midpoint will be the year 1995 or 1996, indicating the most challenging time for that event, where this progression was crossing Pisces and Aries sign. Everyone must have experienced major culmination and a fresh beginning too. Now with this current 66th eclipse, we are at survival point of the same event. A new life will begin with this eclipse in Bharani Nakshatra. See, these events just happens without your wish or control. You just have to best respond them. Astrology helps us to be aware and act appropriately. Make sure there is complete acceptance and you are doing best to take things forward in a progressive way. For deeper understanding, check the eclipse degree and the sign placement in your chart. If anything, any planet or a cusp is close to that degree in your chart, then that is the area of your focus. Talking about Bharani Nakshatra, it takes away that which has reached its full term of life. The deity is Yama, the god of death, discipline, and sacrifice. Yama is also named as king of dharma, duties. He brings self control and restriction as well as laws and modifications. So, use of these qualities will help you to pass any challenges that you may face with this eclipse. The path of the eclipse shadow will cross southwest of South America along with Pacific, Atlantic and Antarctica Ocean. So majorly it covers the oceans and we can expect the impact more on weather, water element and emotions. Eclipse play an extremely important role in changing the psychology of a person by transforming your external or internal matters and therefore their subsequent event in our life. Eclipse time can be a great opportunity to heal, to move forward and beyond any self restrictions. The start time of this partial solar eclipse is on 30th of April, UTC time 18 hours and 45 minutes in the evening. And the ending will be by 22 hours and 37 minutes. The midpoint of this eclipse is by 20 hours and 41 minutes UTC time. On a positive note, with all the intense planetary positions, we do not have any close and restrictive aspect of Saturn, as Saturn just entered Aquarius and is at 0 degrees. Rather, Saturn and Mars are 11th to this eclipse, an Aries sign, along with Sun, Moon, and Rahu are in Shubha Kartari Yoga, having Mercury on the one side and Venus and Jupiter on the other side. This is the biggest benefic influence and hope that this eclipse will bring positive transformation where Aries is placed in your chart. Also, the day is Saturday, where Saturn is dignified in its own sign. Generally, the day Lord indicates the sustainability of the impact, which can be slow but definite, just like how Saturn works. This solar eclipse will show you some hidden path and will bring new things to your attention. Some revelation as Rahu is known for showing, exposing things which are hidden. You can best use that for your advantage. Even if you find out something not very pleasant, it is good to know that the truth is in front of you now. You just have to figure out what should be your next step with this changing circumstances. If you come across any new information or have any fresh ideas or some knowledge about it, then find ways to integrate the same whatever fits best for you. The eclipse is happening in the fire sign of Aries. So the other fire signs, Leo and Sagittarius, will be impacted along with the opposite sign, Libra, the most. Even their significations like business, partnership, relations, marriage, creativity, your confidence, your expression, and anything related to travel, education may have strong impact. there can be some shakeups for you in your health or image. Expect change in the present scenario in all these significations. Being trying to this eclipse, you can hope for benefic changes in these signs, the fire sign and also the Libra. The other movable signs which come square to this Aries, the 1, 4, 7 and 10, like Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, may have some struggle for reaching their success. It can challenge you in area of your strength or stop you to have action or movement. The other signs like Taurus, Gemini, and Aquarius, the second, third, and 11th from this eclipse may give you gain in your possessions, may increase your communication, widen your network, and getting emotionally involved in the circumstances. The Pisces, Virgo, and Scorpio may experience the most challenging change or impact of this eclipse, being 6th, 8th, and 12th to this eclipse. But being aware is like half work done. Be cautious and alert in your all the approach, and you will be able to pass this well. And do keep in mind that this is solar eclipse where sun is eclipsed. Sun represents authority person in any situation. So this eclipse threatens the power, position, status, even authority of elders, father figures and bosses can either gain greatly or lose abruptly. Positive or negative will depend on the placement of Aries sign. Also the functional nature of Mars and Venus in your chart along with their placements. Also this eclipse is happening with Rahu, who is obsessed with power and greed. In Aries, it will increase the desire to control and also wish for independence, freedom. So do watch on your senses, even your anger. Let us see the probable impact of this eclipse on each ascendant, what you have to focus on, and make necessary modifications. Check the sign of Aries, the 16 degree, and if any planet is placed in Aries, their lordship, and those area will be of focus. But as mentioned earlier, the matter of consideration will be mainly in connection with the previous eclipse in 2004 or 1986. With eclipse, there is always life-changing events and nothing ordinary. You may experience some progression in that particular event. For Aries, this new moon and solar eclipse may give you a great start, an empowering opportunity, or a goal to work upon. Also, this will polish your image and can impact your relations, even your health. Taurus, this eclipse may give you new ways to invest. Matter related to foreign countries, your expenses, work, your health. You may start some research work or spend some time with nature in isolation. Gemini, your friend circle, working with a new group or team could be a game changer, or some shakeups around the people that you associate with. Also, you may start working on your long term wishes. Cancer, your career and public life will take new shape. You may work on clearing all the obstacles on the path of your success. You may be in the spotlight and will shine well. Leos may restore their faith in goodness, get into the new adventure, and break free of any restriction or widen your worldviews. You may go for higher education or travel to distant places. Virgos needs to work on their approach towards necessary changes that they have to make and about their health, the money of others, also clearing any toxic from their life. Libra, it's you versus others. You may work on your close relations, spouse, partnerships, marriage, It's time to deal with your personal aspirations and develop sense of self while dealing with others in your life. Scorpio may start working on your health, habits, and fitness. Make right changes to your everyday life and your routine. This could bring you more balance. Do nurture your well being and also your working style. Sagittarius, it will be best to invest your time in creativity, spend time with children, developing new talents, increase your confidence and self expression that can bring you joy and pleasure. Capricorn, the new moon and solar eclipse can bring your focus to your roots, family bonding, matter related to property, home, vehicle, and how you have your peace of mind. Aquarius, some shake-up related to your younger siblings, travel, communication. Your personal strength and the way you keep up with your efforts can go through some changes. You need to share your unique ideas with others. Pisces needs to increase or change their understanding on the way they handle their finances and family, along with their speech, eating habits, and reflecting on their values. That's all about the impact on all the 12 ascendants. To summarize, Aries is Mula Trikon sign of Mars. The passion and the energy with this eclipse in Aries is very strong and cannot be compared with any other placement. The courage, the self motivation, and the confidence will be unbeatable. Strong energies will be at play with this eclipse. So, make most of this to initiate some tough and challenging task. When there is an eclipse, it brings some sudden new beginnings, unexpected news, or change, and gives some new opportunities that you have been looking for always. Try to see the positive in that change, and you will certainly make a progressive move ahead. That's all for today. Best wishes to everyone with this eclipse and the change that it brings. Thank you for your time. I hope this was helpful. Do write in your comments and queries, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you.